I want to show you the weight, and I want to show you what we look like so far. So 12 days in, I feel like I'm a little bit more full now, I would say. Now, in terms of the weight, this is one thing that actually legs are feeling good too. The weight, this is crazy. I can't believe this. Look at this. 178.8. So we actually went down 2 pounds, and I think a lot of this has to do with when I upped the calories and took out some of the cardio. What happened was I actually sped my metabolism up in the beginning, so now I've actually lost a little bit of body fat. It's really weird, but I feel more full. It's like the craziest thing. So
first meal for today, we have 2 eggs. We have 4 egg whites. We have Cheerios that are weighed out. We use a scale to weigh them out. Now, the reason is I want to know how many carbs I'm taking in, so I weigh out. We had 60 grams worth of carbohydrates, so that's, can't remember how many grams of Cheerios, but about a little over a cup and a half, 1 banana, and then we have our mushroom coffee. So this is with that lion's mane, that brain stimulation coffee. Awesome stuff. So not too high in caffeine, but it's a nootropic. It helps you think more clearly, makes you sharper. So I filmed some of that in the first video, but this is the breakfast for today. And yeah, I mean, you know, I'm not gonna have my next meal until about 4 or 5 hours, just because I want to have good. I try to space it out at least 4 hours now because of gut health. You know, the longer you space out your meals, it's actually better for your digestive system. So we won't have a meal about 4 or 5 hours from now. It's officially lunchtime, and what we're gonna be doing is taking you through, it's kind of like an on-the-go type of lunch. So like I said, I don't normally meal prep. I don't throw all my meals in a ton of Tupperware throughout the week. I used to do that. More so, I throw it in a big Tupperware bin, and then I kind of weigh it out as I go. I like to make my food pretty often, every 2 or 3 days. I don't think meal prepping, from my experience, it gets really gross, so that's why I do it this way. But I want to show you really quick what we're making, because it's like an on-the-go meal.
We did just a dash of pink Himalayan salt. I absolutely love this stuff. Great minerals. Highly recommend either sea salt or pink Himalayan. Dash on that. We're going to close it up. In terms of what we're going to have on the go, I'm going to heat this up 90 seconds in the microwave. So this is jasmine rice to go, Uncle Ben. And for our veggie, we have whole green beans. Now this is, again, frozen in the bag. We're going to heat that up in the microwave. We're going to throw a little bit of orange sauce. I love this sauce because this sauce doesn't have high fructose. It's non-GMO. It doesn't have all that crap. 9.5 it says, but I just poured in, I would say, roughly 2 ounces of orange sauce. So we're going to say this is around 7 ounces of chicken right there. That's about, 7 ounces worth, so it's about a fist and a half.
This is going to be on the go. I'm actually going to have to eat this real quick. Like I said, I'm not actually going to be heating it up at my place. I'm just cooking the chicken now and taking it with me. I'm going to heat it up at a different place with the microwave there.
Our post-workout snack is going to be 1 scoop of this Orgain plant-based protein powder. Like I said in the first video, I switched to plant-based. I absolutely love this stuff. So it's 150 calories. I'll put that in MyFitnessPal, and then 1 banana.
I had my snack before my post-workout shake and my banana and my dinner, but the snack for today is Lenny's and Larry's peanut butter cookie. It's 400 calories. If I remember, 14 grams of fat for the whole thing, almost 60 grams of carbs, and 16 grams of protein. I'll log that in MyFitnessPal, but I love these things. They're a great cookie while you're on the go. You can get them at like GNC. Not just there, but you can get them online. You can get them actually in the grocery store as well now, and I think a couple of gas stations have them as well too. But Lenny's and Larry protein cookie, love this stuff.
All right, guys, so as always, we start off with mobility drills. So this is to ensure that we have full range of motion, we eliminate any risk of injury, and overall we just output more strength in our lifts. So if we have more output of strength, it's going to carry over and build more muscle long term. So the first one we started with was those prone Ys, and we're getting the scapula loosened up. We did that for, I believe it was 15 reps. Then we went over with a 5-pound dumbbell down to external rotation, warming up the rotator cuff. This one right here, this is actually a static hang, and this is, you want to actually go into a pull-up position, but you want to pull yourself up a couple inches so that your scapula is getting a full stretch. So right here we did scap push-ups, and that's the point behind this too, is you want to warm up the scapula. Now keep in mind with this, the elbows do not bend. You want to keep the arms straight, and essentially it's like a push-up, but you're just coming down with straight arms and you're warming up the scapula. Moving on now, we are all warmed up. That warm-up took about 10 minutes tops, and it's going to make such a big difference. I mean, going right into the bench press, you have such a better range of motion. So this first set we went based off an 80% 1 RM, so 80% 1 rep max. And this is to work at a higher submaximal load. So we did 4 sets of 5, and it was explosive, more strength-based work. Then I carried into an incline press. So with this movement, we went a little bit higher rep, and this is to ensure more hypertrophy, so building a little bit more size. So with this workout in general, it's based off building strength and size, and this one was a little bit higher reps, like I said, anywhere from 8 to 12, but we went 10 to 12 in that. So then we transitioned into more push stuff again, and this right here was neutral grip press. So we did neutral grip dumbbell presses, a little bit higher reps. Again, I did a neutral grip because I want to ensure that my shoulders are healthy and I don't put too much stress on them. So right here, this is a little bit more of an explosive movement. This is Penlay rows, and this is to help build upper back thickness and more grip strength, and also just upper back strength. So it is a great carryover to the deadlift. As you see, there's a little bit of English I did there, a little bit of a jerk, and that actually is supposed to be in the movement itself. You should have that jerk movement in the movement itself. So then we went on to close grip cable pulls. I love this, supersetting it with rear delt or face pulls. And right here, it's just really develop the upper back. We wanted to reset the shoulders because we did a lot of pressing stuff. So this is a push-pull upper style split, and that is the whole workout, guys. I hope you enjoyed it right there.
One of the supplements I added in to this lean bulk is creatine. Now, creatine, the whole point behind creatine is it's to give you more muscle density, fill out the muscle, and also it's going to enhance your strength. So you're going to have more strength within the gym over time, because I'm not going to get into all the science behind it, but it actually helps produce more explosive movement and rep ranges under anywhere from like 1 to 6 reps. You're going to have more of a higher strength output, and that just has to do with the physiology that goes behind it and what it does within the cells. But I'm not going to get into all that. The main thing is I supplement about 5 grams of creatine per day. So I'm going to actually put that in right now, mix it in with apple cider. Not apple cider vinegar, but it's apple cider. And the reason I'm doing that is because in order to absorb the creatine, what you want to do is you actually want to have something that's high in sugar, something that's going to spike your insulin. You're allowing the creatine to enter the cells in a way when you spike the insulin, when you have something that's a high sugar-based meal. So I'm going to have apple cider vinegar, super high sugar. I'm going to do about 12 ounces worth right here.
Around 180 calories and 45 grams of carbs and sugar. Ooh. But hey, it's a lot of sugar, but it's right after a workout, so it's going to be all right. We have roughly about, I think, 4 to 6 ounces of chicken. Right here is probably only about 3. Had a little bigger of a breast before. 200 grams, about a cup and a third of jasmine white rice, and a small portion of green beans. I had a little while waiting, put a little bit of pink Himalayan on them. Now we're going to throw on some less sodium soy sauce. 10 calories per a teaspoon. Great stuff. Little macro split for that full day of eating was 62% carbs, we did 15% fats, and then we did 23% proteins. Now keep in mind, I actually, like I was saying, I upped the calories more than I thought I was going to be at this week. And the reason is I was justifying off how my body felt. So we went a little over in calories. The carbs were higher, but I did up my carb goal. I upped my fat goal. And I lowered the fat goal and I upped my protein goal. So that is why they're high, but I actually like this split. So the calories for the day, here's the breakdown for the day right here. 22% come from breakfast. Lunch was about 30. Dinner was actually 19. Snacks were about 30%. So a lot of the snacks is where I got most of my calories. But I want to go really quickly to the overall breakdown of everything. So as you can see, total calories for the day, almost 2,900. But the goal was 2,750 because I upped the calories a little bit more this week.
with the reverse dieting. But as you can see, this is, I mean, my body's responding well now to this higher calorie goal, and I think next week we're gonna up it to a little over 3,000. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, guys. Again, keep in mind some things. We changed the training a little bit, so it's a little bit more strength-based training now, a little bit less hypertrophy. And also, to wrap it up, the calories again went up, so next week are gonna go up even more. The macros are gonna stay the same. It's gonna be a higher carb split, low fat, moderate protein split, but this is what's working for me. Keep in mind, this isn't gonna work for everyone. It depends on you and your body type, what's gonna work best for you. But if you're a hard gainer, if you're skinny fat, you know, by nature, if you want to build more lean muscle and lose body fat and strength, then this method is going to be probably the most effective for you. So hope you guys enjoy this episode, and we'll see you in the next one.